Module description. Improvisation reaches its full expressive power not only in solo contexts, but more so in group or ensemble environments, where multiple musicians collaborate, converse, and create in real time. Module 9 explores the intricate art of group improvisation, diving deep into the psychological, musical, and communicative dynamics that define a cohesive improvisational ensemble. Group improvisation is not simply a collection of individuals soloing in sequence. It is an interactive, dialogic, and co creative process where listening, reacting, adjusting, and leading all happen simultaneously. In this module, you will study the language of nonverbal communication, the principles of musical negotiation, and the use of shared motifs, grooves, and tonal centers to craft spontaneous yet coherent collective expressions. Whether in gospel worship teams, jazz quartets, Afrobeat bands, funk collectives, or neo-soul jam sessions, effective ensemble improvisation demands that musicians strike a balance between individual expression and group cohesion. This module trains you in understanding that space is music, silence can be powerful, and that playing less often creates more. Learning objectives. By the end of this module, you will be able to understand the core principles of group improvisation and ensemble sensitivity, engage in real-time musical conversation through instruments, use nonverbal cues, body language, eye contact, phrasing, to signal changes and intentions. Recognize and respond to dynamic shifts, tempo changes, and key modulations in real time. Improvise supportively, knowing when to lead, when to follow, and when to yield. Construct musical layers collaboratively, including groove, harmony, and thematic unity. Practice spatial awareness and restraint to avoid overcrowding the sonic space. Create collective compositions spontaneously with cohesion and musical flow. Fundamentals of ensemble mindset. Playing with others versus playing alongside others. Cultivating musical humility and trust. Understanding the group's sonic balance and texture. Emotional connection within an ensemble. Active listening and responsiveness. Deep listening beyond just harmony and rhythm. Detecting nuance in phrasing, articulation, and dynamic intention. Layered listening, harmony, melody, rhythm, and emotion, identifying spaces for interjection and spaces for silence. Nonverbal communication in performance, using eye contact and body motion to cue transitions, breathing together to synchronize tempo and flow. Head nods, facial gestures, and posture as communicative tools, leading and following without speaking. Call and response in group settings, reacting musically to phrases played by other instruments. Developing group motifs for repetition and variation. Passing ideas across the ensemble, e.g., sax to guitar to keys. Creating tension and release through group dynamics. Timing, space, and groove. Respect. Syncing time feel across different instruments. Knowing when not to play, mastering silence and restraint, locking into collective grooves, respecting the pocket and letting it breathe, dynamic control and group energy, adjusting dynamics based on ensemble context, following crescendos, decrescendos, and sudden drops, using dynamic contrast to create emotional journeys, avoiding overpowering other instrumentalists, real-time composition and group flow, constructing sections spontaneously, intro, verse, chorus, bridge, co-creating themes and returning to anchor ideas, modulating as a group, tempo, key, mode, groove, creating climax points, breakdowns, and outrows in live improvisation. Genre-specific ensemble improvisation, jazz, trading fours, eights, comping sensitivity, group modulations. Gospel, spirit-led flow, layering of harmonies and dynamics, Afrobeat, percussive unity, unison rhythmic phrasing, horn call and response, R&B neo-soul. Textural dynamics, mood-based phrasing, pop, rock, hook-centric interaction, tight rhythmic interplay. Practice assignments. Group improvisation over a fixed groove with dynamic shifts, trading motifs among three or more players. Nonverbal group modulation exercises, creating spontaneous intros and outros without prior rehearsal. Building a full improvised performance structure with a small ensemble. Expected outcomes. Upon completion, you will have acquired deep ensemble intuition, enabling them to communicate musically with others even in the absence of predetermined material. They will perform with sensitivity, emotional depth, and structural awareness, bringing depth to jam sessions, live worship, studio collaborations, and professional performances. Their improvisation will become relational, supportive, and elevated through connection,